It's time to start the stream now with introduction. You forgot that. It's not live yet because I've started my stream a bit late, so I'm gonna have to do that very awkwardly. But everything should be set with delay.
And
everything
is solved with delay, to be fair.
It's solvable.
Yeah, I mean, delay is a pain in the backside sometimes, but it also is easy to fix things.
True. Ow, my legs. Alright, I'm just gonna tag the peeps.
So this is your just clan today, isn't it?
This is just my clan members, yes.
There you go. So it's still 2v2, but it's just the clan members this time.
It's also just semi-finals and then the finals. As we don't have that many teams. But we made it so that both games, or all 3 games, are therefore best of 5. So that we still can get a reasonably long duration.
Excellent.
Also gonna give all of them an invite now. Of which only 2 are online, which is great. That is a big GG right there.
And is it whoever wins this then moves on to... Oh, there's Emilio. He's in XTC now. Okay.
Gravy just said
Emilio
no.
and your clan changing.
You know, I tagged them and Gravy's just like, no.
I didn't know it. You were XTC. I need to check that out now. Oh, Johnny's gone back to FTC. Along with Chobham. That's interesting.
No, Mighty just asked if he can spectate. I said no, watch my stream. I need those extra views. Just pressing live on my end there so that they have enough time for their stuff.
Thank you. Wise Alan? Novak. I thought you were already a... Oh, Wise Alan. You're a member. Wowzers. Thank you very, 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 very much.
I hear Fujit is getting paid today. I also just got a new member today. Finally.
See?
We're now the rich boys. Alright, I'm hoping both of them are gonna be there. I see both of them in a voice chat. So they better act fast. So our first lineup here is 2 Germans versus 2 British.
Oh, there we go, you see.
Funnily enough.
So it's... Oh, there's Gravy. OP man. Against... Well, Iris Padza Chest. Okay.
That's Ethan.
Yes, that is Ethan. It used to be Ethan China.
Yeah.
Ethan. But still OP. Not as OP as Gravy, I noticed. Look at Gravy's win rate now.
Oh, Gravy has way less battles, though. You're gonna have to remember that.
However, with Gravy, my accuracy is much better than yours.
Also, look at the his most played tanks. That's why he has 70%.
Oh, okay. No, tier 10's okay. But look at his most played tanks, you said.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Drac.
Yeah, one of my OG clan members called him the Drag Cocaine Kid.
That's probably true, actually. Yeah, I mean, look at that, man. 3,392. 81% victories. That's just obscene. Wow, Ethan. What's his most played tanks?
Just waiting for one player right now.
T49. Tells you a lot about this clan.
Not everyone is like this. Right, they're
Who's
both
this?
online.
This is M1M projects. Let's have a look at his most played tanks. Here we go.
So both.
T49.
So just a nice little fact. They're both on the right. Team A, oh that's left, sorry. Former raid members. So.
Project. Okay, let's have a
I'm
look at
looking
MM
forward to
project.
this.
Tanks. I'm interested now. Oh, it's okay. It's the Death Star, followed by a T49. Brilliant.
Alright, anyways, I guess we can kick off now as both teams are pretty much there.
Absolutely. So we got Germans against Brits.
Yep, and we'll see once the match.
Absolutely.
Let's head on with the first match here. And this is the second part of the community tournament, how you wanna call it, that I've hosted myself. This is GNEIS own. And yeah, I know both teams have prepped for this. Both teams have trained as well. Well, in general, I've seen I think all of them train. And we're gonna see similar lineups here. That's of course, as you can guess, right? So we have double E5 here from MM and Nim. And Ethan and Gravy are playing the STB1 E5 combination. Both teams here heading towards A. And we have Robin here, MM going straight for B. Nim here overlooking A, got spotted already. And they split up, it seems, and Gravy here going very aggressive. And it seems that they want to focus on Nim first here together. And Robin, he needs to really start helping out here. Nim bouncing the shot. And they are utilizing the issue the E5 has, Ethan, which is the not so great mobility slash traverse speed here. And the focus fire so far is working out for them. Nim here really getting in a lot of trouble. And he is now down to a one-shot here. Tries to shoot Gravy once more. Is able to do so as well. Gravy here now down to a one-shot. Is ammo wrecked as well. Ethan here picks up Nim. And this is quite the quick result here. We have now a 2v1 and a lot of hit points still on board here for Team Blue with both tanks still alive. And Robin here now having to sweat a little against Ethan. Not even shooting there. He really wants to kill Gravy. Gravy here also has gotten A now, so even if it's gonna get close, they have the cap. Which is not gonna change a whole lot, but it might in the great scheme of things. Ethan here just penning these shots on Robin, who's trying his hardest here. Ethan now losing his driver. E5 very vulnerable to module damage, as well as crew members. Both of them of course know how to pen an E5. Not gonna see too many bounces here. Gravy there missing a shot, and he really wants that kill on Gravy. It seems that's not gonna happen, but Gravy gets the kill instead. And they're gonna win their first match here. But of course it's a best of 5. So what they need to look out for is the next 2 matches here. A good damage spread here on the side of Team B. Nim here getting focused early, wasn't able to do a whole lot either. And we are gonna have to swap the spawns before we forget to do that. And jump right into game number 2.
Move out.
Oh, come on. Here we go. Once again, rocking the same lineups here. We have, I'm just gonna say their names because it's easier. Robin and Max. Or MM and Nim. Versus Gravy and Ethan here, taking the same lineups as before. This time, Team Red here not splitting off, going for B together. Ethan here head first is gonna spot both of them. Gravy here has now spotted as well. No information lead. They're not even gonna go for the cap, they're just straight going into position here. And they wanted to cut out Ethan, hoping that he would cross over. That not happening here, and both Max and Robin pushing over with their speed boost. I think they want to cut off Gravy. And it's gonna work really well here if both of them hit their shots, and they do. Ethan and Gravy missing them instead. And he's now in a lot of trouble here with his STB1. X2 is now down to a one-shot, and this double E5 combination here, if you take the right time to push, really does work well. And Gravy in his STB, not able to use the DPM he has, leaving Ethan here all alone. Now sandwiched between two E5s. Ethan here down to a two-shot. Probably not gonna get Max out. And Robin here seals the deal. And that is GG and a 1-to-1 here. On both sides. This time here the damage spread way better for the E5s. And Gravy here slacking, but Ethan as well, as this was a way quicker game than the match before. Therefore no chance of really doing a whole lot of damage to begin with. As we change the map and now move to Majan Ruins. Which will be our map number 2 here. And they are playing on the same maps as yesterday. The teams have been played on, so that everything is fair. And yeah, just looking forward to what we can expect here. Gravy here, not quite able. There we go. He has changed their lineup. Gravy here taking an IS-4 instead, dropping that DPM and mobility, taking armor instead, and maybe even alpha damage, kind of. Don't know if that's really worth the trade-off though. Let's see how that is gonna change the scores as we go into game number 3 here, with double E5 from Max and Robin, Gravy in the IS-4, and Ethan yet again in his E5. You see both teams here moving for the middle. Gravy slacking behind a little. No team has used their speed boost yet. Ethan, has to be very careful with his maneuverability here. Ooh. Fortunately enough, he did see them early. If he just saw them a split second too late and decided to move further, he would have got double tapped here and would have been in a big disadvantage. Gravy here now going very aggressive. Nice heat into the cheeks of that E5. The IS-4 premium rounds really do pen that with not a whole lot of problems. Goes the IS-4 instead, and hold down is a quite hard tank to play with its weak points. Or to pen, not to play, sorry. It's now all about who makes the first mistake or who takes the aggression. Raven even here a bit split, and Nim actually going first. Takes a shot there. Doesn't pen his. Negative trade here for the red team. Now already down by 2 shots worth of damage. Even here very risky in his position. Oh, he only tracks Robin. Maybe here trying to bait a shot. Has to be careful not to turn his turret too much. But they are both gonna push down and push on to Robin here, who is gonna be using his... Ooh, big HE there from Ethan. He's using his reactive armor. Gets tracked though, loses both the track and the engine. Ethan here, can you put another one in? He does. Decides to not go for HE. Gravy here puts a max roll into Max, my god. They're splitting off here, not the best decision. They should start focus firing, and Gravy here gets double tapped. Robin down to a one shot, losing his engine once again, and Ethan, he wants that kill. Can you get it though? He does! And it leaves just Max here. Versus 2 yet again, Ethan here. The one going aggressive. Gravy here is gonna play careful. There's not a lot of need for that, but better be safe than sorry. Nice pen here on Ethan. Gravy that bounces it, John. And Max here down to a possible one shot. Gravy here fluffs the shot. And this is gonna be our 2-1 here, getting those games back to back. First by Team Blue, second by the red team, and now the blue team once again. Nim here doing a lot of damage. The damage spread on the Team B here way better. And Robin is lacking behind a little there with only 800 damage. Why did he leave? Oh, I bet he thought it's over. Ah. That is funny. That's when you don't read what this stuff is all about. Alright, we go into game number 2 here on Masion Runes. Now Gravy again changing his tank. Not a fan of the ice forward seems. Taking his STB again.
Let's move.
This time both E5s here taking their speed boost into using even Ethan. Doing the same. But the play here is different for the blue team. Going for C this time. Gravy here, gonna be the first one to get there. Get tapped here by Robin though if he's not careful. Oh, he does spot him. Both of them are spotted. In fact, everyone is, and they do know that Gravy's alone right now. Even a bit behind. Gravy here locked behind this one hard cover. Oh, Gravy really risking it here. Trades a shot. Not what you want to do. And Ethan and Gravy here making a very risky play, splitting off on the bridge. Gives you a crossfire, but if they decide to push, you're gonna be in a heckload of trouble if you don't react quickly. He is unspotted right now. He could go for a play. Actually is gonna do it as well. Relocating here. Get shot here from up top. Oh no, not able to get the shot. A nice connect here from Ethan. Max here so far taking all of the damage. The hit points a bit better spread here on the side of Team B. Nice shot here once again. Ethan making these shots count. Oh, Nim fluffs his shot. The hit point advantage here that the red team had pretty much negated at this point, and Robin here this time doing the unspotted move. Is gonna get seen by Ethan. And they might actually decide to push on Gravy here together, as he is the more vulnerable target. And especially more accessible here for them. fact that Robin does have more hit points helps with that as well. Ethan here really trying. And Robin now has set in C a little bit, resetting it won't help a whole lot. Oh, Ethan, he's trying to make a play, and Gravy here hitting those shots on the E5. Ethan and Robin trading. Gravy really is hitting these shots on that E5. Really making him bleed here throughout the turret. And we now have a hit point lead here for Team B, the blue side. Oh, Ethan here. Position is really risky that he's taken. Can get shot easily. Oh, and I think it's time to push here for the red team, pushing onto Gravy together. It did get tracked, and they need to focus fire properly here. He gets rammed as well. This is crucial. Gravy now down to a possible 2-shot here. He bounces his shot as well, which was very important. Nim there. Very good observation to hit that. Ethan has kind of wasted his reactive armor here. Now does not have that available anymore, and it's a one-on-one here. It's Robin against Ethan. Robin has him on the reload, but Ethan, nope. Now it should be Ethan who has him on the reload, but he bounces his shot. Robin can pen this. Yep, he does. Just needs to reverse back a bit. Ethan needs to penetrate. Now Robin is the one who has him under control here with reload. And just press against. And he bounces again on the gun barrel. And we might go into tiebreaker here if Robin does not fluff, and he doesn't. Ethan here tries to side hug. Pens one, but all Robin needs to do is pen one more. And he's definitely not gonna bounce. Oh, he misses! But so does Ethan. Not able to penetrate. And Robin here nearly fluffing the game. Could have thrown super hard there. Adrenaline pumping, of course. But we will see a tiebreaker. And what a game that was indeed. Going now onto Neville Frontier here as our final map. And what a close game that was, especially. And I really did think that Team B had this in the bag, throwing a bit there in the end, and a good push here from Max and Robin, securing themselves that victory, bringing it to tiebreaker here on Neville Frontier. Let's see what they are able to accomplish here. We see all of the speed boosts here in use on the E5s. 113 here deciding to run without it. Is quick enough to catch up. We see an A play here from the blues, a C play here from red, which I believe are gonna go into cap advantage. But with the double cap here, Team Blue is gonna pull ahead. At least it's gonna get close here now with both teams having 2 in. Very quick thinking here from Robin, helping him to cap that a bit earlier. Ethan here now dropping down. Spots Robin as well. 2 tanks here. Nope, nope. Gravy has been seen. Misses the shot. And Max here is still unspotted. Can take his time to rotate. He's also gonna take the full rotation, might play over this lane, or with this bush right here, or possibly even go here and trap Ethan. All about what Gravy does, and it seems that he wants to do a similar thing, going here to cover Ethan in the back, whilst he is rotating to this bush right here. Oh, and Max is rotating back. Gravy and Robin spotting each other. And I think this is a very interesting call from both teams here. Robin going very aggressive. He doesn't know where Ethan is. But Ethan doesn't know where Max is either. This is very risky play here. Ethan getting caught out by 2. Gets double tapped as well. A bit late with his reactive armor here. Now Gravy joining the fight as well. Team Red here in a bit of a superior position. Having 2 angles on one. Gravy here having to fall back deep. 113 does not provide as much armor as an E5 does, but has the DPM to fight his way out of things, as long as it penetrates. Oh, Ethan, this is very risky here, what you are attempting. He's trying to go under the radar here of Max, and it's actually working. Robin doing the same thing, but they are gonna catch Max unprepared here. And he is on his own. Gravy, nice track shot here, that was important. Robin there putting in his speed boost. Ethan has been spotted. Really slow reaction here. What a blue team. And now Max here getting double tapped. Is ammo wrecked now as well. This is a really crucial thing that often happens in E5s, the module damage. And the crew members failing fairly regularly here. And now I was about to say a hit point lead here, but that quickly taken back here from Max. A very good shot there into Ethan. And once again here a 2-on-1 angle. Oh, Ethan is not prepared. Could have gotten a shot in here. Max there a bit slow. The red team here as well has a slight cap advantage, and Ethan here is gonna risk it, and they're gonna push on Max, and I don't know if that is the right call to make. He has more hit points, and it should be Robin that is getting focused here, but Ethan is gonna drop first. But he bounces the shot instead. Needs to survive that hit from Max, but he doesn't. And it just leaves Gravy here in a 2v1. And it seems that the Germans are gonna be superior here over Gravy and Ethan. Has to make a move here. He at best needs to kill Robin, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Trying to make a play with B here, but I do think that's a little bit too late. Traverse here not helping him either. Gets shot from both, misses his shot as well, and this game is over. And we have our first winners here. Moving on to the showdown on the 10th. It's gonna be NIM Project and MM Project. GG here to both of them. Beating out Gravy and Ethan in a tiebreaker, in a very intense one as well. Very interesting games. NIM here carrying hard. Ethan here lacking a bit behind. And a GG. To both teams. Very well played here. To reset the score. Oh, Footed has some issues. I'm assuming. Just left the call and is offline. That is not too great. But let me just tag the people who are gonna be in the next match. Just gonna be inviting them as well now. All for thankfully online. And let me just adjust the names here. Of course that's not necessary, but I just like to have it like this. Gotta think of the capitalization here. Let me just check who was in which team again. It was my team and Wolfie over here. Ah, you're back.
Yeah, the Dubai internet crashed.
Ooh.
The entire internet crashed. The whole of Dubai.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is a yikes.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the bloody game as well.
Ah, so you didn't see the end of it?
No, it was just getting exciting. Oh, so I had to restart everything. I was just speaking to them to find out what was going on, and they said, "Oh yes, our server just crashed." So it was Dubai server crashed.
Yeah, I saw you offline, and then you suddenly left the voice chat. So I'm like, oh, what happened?
Yeah,
but
I mean, everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden, I was in the process of watching Gravy and Ethan push, and then all of a sudden, Gravy was floating. I was like, "Hey, what's happened here?" And then everything just went, no internet connection. I was like, "What?"
That is a ripperoonie.
Sorry about that, guys. We're just getting to the important stuff, and all of a sudden, Dubai's internet decides to go south. What to do, eh?
Yeah, little spoiler in there for you. Gravy and Ethan have lost.
Oh wow.
Yep.
They look like they were doing well there as well, but I thought they were going to push earlier. To be fair, on when Nim and MM sort of went different directions, and I thought, oh, they may have a chance to push here, but alas, they did not. So some great games though, really good games. It was close.
Ah, yeah, I need to invite you again.
Yeah.
There we go.
God. I can't believe the entire bloody internet crashed. The whole of Dubai apparently just went down.
Alright, so we're just waiting for one more player here.
Absolutely.
We have two new players actually here playing together. Or don't want to say new, but one of more recent members.
Okay.
Who are Zed
Oh, the mighty noob.
Zed
Hello,
and
noob.
Arius here on team A, and Mighty and Wilfie here on team B.
Saeed. Okay, I know Saeed.
Yeah. Both of them more new players.
Noob and Wolfie. Okay, nice.
Just gonna add best of 5 because we had that issue before. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna hope that everything's gonna work fine.
Oh God.
I know for a fact that Mighty's not feeling too well in terms of confidence. Let's see how that's gonna turn up for them. I actually think that Team A is having some issues getting together right now. There's one asked if the other one is even here yet, so I don't think they were in a voice yet. I hope that's fixed now.
Okay. Wow.
I already see double 62A here on the side.
See, this is why you spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on internet in Dubai for them to just pull the plug whenever they want. Seriously, it's one of the most expensive internets ever.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it costs me $200 almost a month.
Ooh, that is expensive.
Yeah, it is, and it's the it goes down regularly.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it doesn't do it now as we jump into
Better bloody
our
not.
second semi-finals, and we'll see each other after the match.
Absolutely.
And let's enjoy now. Once again, Oasis Pumps. We have the same maps. We have Arias here and Zed. In Ice 4 STB versus Mighty and Will. In double 62A here, very unconventional lineup. I mean, we've seen double bad chats before, so this one here is not too surprising. Ooh, good shot here to start off with from Will. Takes a shot from Zed though. Oh, Mighty here, very aggressive. Might get punished for it. Zed here missing the shot, but Arias is slowly coming forward, and he's quicker forwards than the 62A is backwards. Ooh, he's getting double tapped here. And Will trying to rotate. Not sure if that is the smartest idea. Oh, Arias here bounces on the side of that 62A. Focuses now on the STB1 here. With Mighty and Will. Oh, and Arias, he misses again in the Ice 4. Bit salty there. Keeping Mighty here alive now, bouncing on the turret. RNG is with the man. Oh. But he is not RNG himself. That's Amarek here as well. Wilfie just able to farm. On the side of Arias here. And it seems that the first team here is gonna go to the blue team. Arias here finally able to pick up Mighty. But Will clears that game. And we have our first match here over. Very quickly. Very decisive as well. Some unfortunate shots here by Zed. Only hitting half of his shots. As we will swap the spawns. Oh, and they're going for double E50M here, looking to counter what the 62As are bringing in. That is actually a very, very good idea. Because E50Ms are a hard counter to Russian mediums. They don't have that DPM, but they have the pushing power. And because of their nature, in terms of being able to play as aggressively as they can just ram as well, which gives them that extra damage, gives you that face hug that you want, and resulting in the enemy having to be forced to shoot premium rounds at you. Arias here scouting, finds both. Zed he is splitting off a little bit, maybe a bit too far. Going around with his E50M here. And so far a slower approach for both sides. Mighty here really risking it. Oh, Arias not able to pen, but stays unspotted. And Will and Mighty have locked themselves in here. As Zed has this angle spotted if they want to reverse. It's gonna now be in C capping, meaning they don't get that spotting or that information. This might really be crucial here. Arias is gonna spot this though. And Zed misses his opener. And Arias here, they need to focus fire properly. Zed here taking the first to Wilfie here. They want to get focus, but Arias not really sharing that focus. They're splitting their attention of fire here. That is a bad coordination. Just now going for the same target. Will here now down to a one shot. Bounces his shot as well, and if Arias can get that shot quickly, he bounces! Should have gone for the ram here. Oh, and he gets tracked by Mighty. And Arias here, he now needs to face hug Mighty if he wants to win this. But he's already down to a one shot and Amarek. Not the best situation here for an E50M. And a very swift victory here once again from the 62As. Bad coordination there on the side of the E50Ms. The focus fire not working out. as they did not shoot the same targets. I think they actually would have won if that were the case. And a bit salty here. Alright. We have Mighty and Will here now on tiebreaker. Not on tiebreaker, but on match point. Playing with E100 113, a very interesting choice. And Zed and Adi is here going for double 215B. So I think that pretty much gives them an edge here on DPM. Especially since they also have the speed boost, giving them an higher effective DPM. Just in the sense of being able to reach places quicker. Also the traverse of the 113 not being the greatest. But let's see what they will end up doing here. Will and Mighty going for an AB coverage, not capping, but just covering. And the 2215Bs here going for C. Might actually just have them decide to go for both caps here individually. 215Bs also don't have that much armor. So let's see what the choice will be. Will here definitely gonna go for A. And Zed here in a very good position. Can spot Mighty. And Will is now in A. Mighty here, he's just going to cover B, that's all he's there to do. Oh, and Arias here, he might actually get a big shot in if Mighty decides to relocate. It currently does not seem like that will be happening. Just holding his fire. Will here now. Making a move. Let's see, he's straight for B. A very interesting strategy. Mighty here still laying low. And this is actually working like a really good trap here. Because whatever side they pick, they are gonna get shot from the E100 here. It's just about who he wants to shoot first, and it seems to be Zed. It is gonna take the first. Wilfie bounces though, and it gives Arias the chance to just straight up push in. And a better focus fire here from the 215Bs is gonna enable them to put up with that 113 here. Even though Mighty puts in the second, that already leaves him alone versus two heavy tanks. And it's two 215Bs that definitely know what they're doing. And Zed here. Now just gonna wait for Arias. Big shot there for Mighty. He's gonna eat two though. Arias not allowed to bounce this one. And doesn't as well. Pens that shot with ease. Mighty here trying to angle in that E100. Gets set out as well. And now Arias, if he wants, he can just go in for the clear. Out DPM him. Because he's gonna... The E100 needs 4 shots to kill him. And he needs 3 shots to clear the E100 4 with APCR. Which is easily doable for 215B. Especially since he reloads twice as fast. As long as there's no fire happening, which on a 215B can easily be a case. Just shooting in the front here will cause a fire. Or will, not will, but most likely can cause one. And they now also have cap lead here. So Arias does not even need to be aggressive, he can just take it slow. Both of them are gonna spot each other here again. Mighty here puts in his first. So does Arias, but he has that adrenaline and that speed boost. He's gonna be able to outplay Mighty here, gets a nice track shot as well. Right here, trying to turn his turret doesn't really help him that much. And Adius here beautifully outplaying that E100. Gets that victory here. And shuts down the momentum. That Team B had here, really good play by the 215Bs, really good focus fire as well. Wilfie not doing any damage here, other than from the ram that he took. And the E100 113 strat looking good at the start, being very, very risky in the end. And the 215Bs here, looking for a chance to clear. And it seems we're gonna roll with the same stuff again, but from a different spawn here. Zed and Arius again going with double 215B. And Will and Mighty going with E100 113 yet again. This time a different approach here from the 215Bs. With Zed he's splitting up from Arius, who's gonna go for C again. Mighty again going to be looking over B, with Will checking on A. And Zed here really has to be careful with this approach. Mighty's in the correct position, he could take a really big shot in the start. But looking at how the last game was played, if I were the 215Bs, I would push through here and expect them to do the same thing again, as they have the same lineup as last game. Mighty here now gonna move forward. Probably thinking both are in C again. And is gonna take position here for B. Or just a bridge in general. A getting kept by Will now. And both 215Bs are actually wanting to cover B from the other side. Oh, Arius here. He's going into a very risky position. Doesn't get spotted yet? Mighty seems to not be looking into exactly that direction. Oh, but the 113. Oh, that was close. Will might still get a shot into. Oh, Arius there. Not quick on the trigger. Let's Will get away for free there. Zed here has to be really careful. Mighty has repositioned as well now to look exactly where he needs to. Zed, if he peeks up a little bit more and Wilfie a little bit further, they're gonna see each other. Ooh, Mighty here actually gonna relocate in his E100. Will here getting spotted again this time. Ooh, not an efficient trade here for him. But they now finally know where Zed is, because they have not spotted him before. Arius here just hovering. And Mighty's actually going all around here for this bush right here. Hoping for a chance to put one big into Zed. And looking at the current positions, this might actually work out here in his favor. Zed here actually playing this carefully. Mighty waiting for Will. He's making his move now. Adius here now. First one on Team Red to make a move. Going aggressive. covering that middle. Well said here, he might take a big one for Mighty if he's not careful. He finds Will. Oh, Mighty! Bounces the shot, stays unspotted, but he knows where he is exactly at this point. And if I were the 215B here, I would have long been here. You leave yourself open to get pushed, but it gives you a better crossfire. Arias here, he's not gonna expect this. Mighty might actually put a big one into him here. Oh, but he misses again. Mighty here, throwing his shots left, right and center, but not where he should be showing them. And takes a second one here from Arias. Set is gonna go around, and they're gonna trap Mighty like they did with Will. Was he gonna put one in now? Set here, showing up as well now. Oh, and Arias, he's burning! And that's what I was talking about last game. Shoot the 215B frontally and he's gonna burn more often than not. Arias here, he burns for a lot actually. Giving a bit of chance here for Team Blue, but Mighty also burns. Stays alive though. Misses a shot and Set is gonna not pick up the kill here. And Will, are you gonna throw against Arias here? Bounces one shot. Oh, both of them are bouncing here. Mighty has reloaded. Can he shoot? Nope, he cannot. And Arias and Set here with the comeback from a 0-2 to 2-2. We are gonna see our second tiebreaker here. And I'm really glad the matchups ended up happening like they do. I'm not sure if we would have seen two tiebreakers back to back here. That only leaves suspension for the finals. Now it's all about who can win the final game here on Naval Frontier. It was a decider last time, it will be a decider now. We have seen 0 E5s so far from both teams. Mighty and Will here going for an Ice for 1-1-3 combination, which we have seen before. And Set here, the first one to take an E5, and Arias as well. And let's see who will win the tiebreaker here between Set and Arias versus Mighty and Will. Now it's all about who will play better. On this tie-breaking map we see speed boosts used here for the E5s going straight towards C. And we see Mighty and Will doing the same without the speed boosts. See a split here, Set going up, Arias going low. And Arias actually spotting each other with Mighty, who is making his way towards B. But Set is now also spotted. Will has been seen and everyone knows their locations. Especially now with Mighty in B, there is a possibility for a push on at 1-1-3. It's very risky. With the Ice 4 out of the fight and lack of DPM, this is a viable thing to do. And this seems to be straight their plan. Arias here going straight for it. Gets there unspotted. Set here a bit late. Lacking behind, and it seems they're gonna focus on Mighty here instead. Arias here trading with Will. And Set here is gonna face off Mighty. Oh, they should be focusing the same target here and that together. Set here. It's the penny shot. Bounces. We have two individual 1v1s here, which currently the blue team is winning. Arias here, he should be helping out Set by now. Is he gonna pen his shot? Yes, he does. And he's now the one to get targeted as well. And Adias here as well is ammo wrecked. Not gonna be able to contribute much now to this fight. How about then one more shot onto Mighty here. Can he make it count? Yes, he does. And it's now all about Zed. Can he pen this shot? Can he clear Mighty? Yes, he can. Will he get a max roll onto Zed as well? He has more DPM. He has more hit points. But he has less armor in his 113. Zed here pens yet another one, and will he bounces again? And this is the individual skill here that is gonna show performance under pressure. Both of them penning their next shots. Both here are 2 shots now. Zed here pens his. Will bounces, and this seems to be the decider. Zed here finishes off Will. And a GG here to the red team, winning in tiebreaker. And what a close game this was yet again for both of these teams. And let's see what Fujit has to say about this. Hello there, my friend.
Hello there. Wowzers, bouncy rubber bullets. Oh, Saeed got a bit lucky there, to be fair.
Wouldn't say that all too much. In the end, it comes down to individual skill and not on being able to play under pressure, I think.
It could be that, but I don't know. I mean, I'd love to have seen where those shots went from the angle of Wolfie, because
mostly into the gun. If you know, if you paid
Oh,
attention, Zed's gun was damaged. Yes.
oh, there you go then. So, but I mean, the Mayan Ruins games, really good games by Saeed and Ares there. Really good games.
Yeah, that was a really good comeback.
Yeah, no, they deserve to win those two. They played those really well. And I did like the fact that they sat on the Wilfie. Oh, bless him. Just sit on the poor WZ113 in the B cap and take all his HP. That's a great move.
Alright, so the game starts in 8 minutes. If you want to show another replay, you can be free to do so.
I'm going to try and get some sound back, so I'll be back in a minute.
Oh yeah,
So
sure.
I'm going to try and get sound back.
It works as well.
Because I don't know why the sound on the game's gone, but it's gone.
I'm really glad to see though that both games went to tiebreaker.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
I mean, it basically just gives me a pat on the back saying here, your players are this good that they really fight head to head with all they got. So I'm proud of these matches.
So they've been good matches. I'll be honest.
They were.
I mean, they could have gone either way.
To be honest, the first 2 matches I was a bit surprised by Will and Mighty.
No, I thought they played the T62As spectacularly well. I thought they played them really well indeed.
No, wait, I meant the other 2 players, sorry.
Okay.
Because I know both of them are really good as well in tournaments.
Yeah.
But for some reason, their focus fire was just so lackluster in the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they played the E50Ms, when they decided to shoot different targets. Which I think was totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because they could have won it, and they would have if they focused the same target. And that is where then the 62As prevailed, thanks to their DPM. Because if you like DPM, you need to focus.
Oh, absolutely, and that's, you know, I mean, the T62As were good in that respect. If they work together like that, they can just really hurt everybody, and they did. But I was surprised with Noob taking an E100, to be honest with you.
I mean, an E100 on Major Runes is not that surprising.
Sound again.
But yeah, it is weird indeed. I mean, you know what is hilarious? I was talking about this the game before in the first game, that an FV is easily inflammable, and then in the second game it happens. Which was comedic timing, is all I can say. But yeah.
I don't know why the sound keeps disappearing. It's very annoying.
I believe that, yeah.
I don't know why it's happening. It's bizarre. With a capital bizarre.
Huzzah.
It's really weird. Don't understand it myself. But anyway.
Maybe.
I mean, I get this. I don't know. It's like I put this. I get the sound, and then YouTube has a bit of a hissy fit, and then the sound disappears. I don't know why that happens. Very
Maybe,
strange.
maybe a nerd on your server knows, or one of your community.
Nah. Thanks, Agile Hippo. Catch you later, mate. See you soon.
I'm just excited. But it means both of these teams, for those who don't know, will be in the show off, or in the showdown, on the 10th. It's just who wins here will be playing Raid. Oh wait, did Raid win yesterday? Or was it the other team?
No, Raid lost yesterday.
Alright, yeah, so whoever loses here has to play GC and Ripper.
Yeah,
Whoever
GC
wins
and Ripper
here
won
has
yesterday.
to play OG and S1K. So, either way, there's gonna be some tough matches ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's a smaller tournament, quite spontaneously made with not a lot of organization on the side of, you know, big promotion, I would say. I still think we got some exciting matches. It's pretty well balanced in general. And there's not a lot of issues that we faced.
Apart from the bike kicking me out.
Ah, yeah.
It's the only issue we faced.
That was not an issue created by us, though, so...
Correct. It's not an issue created by you. Absolutely not.
I was actually a bit... hey, the tournament is not over, so... But I'm surprised. It's my first tournament I host myself, like, in a bigger sense. So I'm happy it works out. I hope the people watching are enjoying it as well. Seeing some exciting games here, outside of the bigger tournament season.
Absolutely. It's nice to have little tournaments in between the big tournaments.
Yeah. It's a little bit refreshing as well, from seeing the big clans fight all the time, giving some spotlight on other players.
It's not just that; it's a change as well. I mean, you're
True.
seeing a lot more. How can I say this without sounding harsh?
Diversity?
2 on 2, like two in 1v1. It really does test skill as well as strategy, communication. It's a lot more testing.
I agree on 2v2. 1v1 not so much, because the biggest thing in 1v1 is, in my opinion, timing. And for the most part, you can't influence that.
2v2 it's a different kettle of fish. I mean, same as 3v3. 3v3 can be a bit tough as well. But you get to see a bit more skill come out. It's a skillful, strategic game, as you've seen. Agile Hippo says if this was Winter War, everybody would just they'd just be firing at each other.
Yeah. I mean, they all know I'm quite strict when it comes to toxicity, so they usually behave.
No, he's on about. He said, "Oh, they're very patient."
Oh,
in this 2v2 tournament, he said, "If this was my clan, and obviously he's Winter War, he said we'd be just YOLOing everywhere."
Ah, okay. I mean, I did say that there will most likely be a small monetary prize, but only for the winner at the end. So, I mean, they want to win, of course. I am also giving away roles, and everyone loves Discord roles, right?
Oh, of course.
Especially when they are personal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Looking forward to this final, especially. Yeah, I'm just hoping we're gonna see some great games. Slight, or small little side note maybe, which you probably don't know, nor anyone else other than those who've seen the stream. But I have done 3 GNEIS 1v1s before, or hosted tournaments just within GNEIS. And
no, I've been in a 1v1 with you.
No, I mean just from my tournament. From my clan, just clan
members. Okay, because you did a 1v1 a year ago, I think.
Yeah, that was.
And I was in it.
Long time ago. And MM, or Robin, is actually the last winner
Okay.
of the 1v1, so let's see if he can win back-to-back. Fujit, you're
Ooh.
offline. What's with that? We were going to
Trying to
start
get the
now.
sound back. I'll be 2 seconds. Won't be too long. Just logging in now.
Alright. So we will have, for those interested already, Desert Sands.
See, I'm back.
Then moving on to Yamato Harbor. And if we need the tiebreaker, which I hopefully we do, is Port Bay. So the same maps as yesterday. No surprises there. We want to have everything on the same playing field. And yeah. With that said, enjoy the matches. And see you at the end of the tournament.
Let's get into this.
And just like Fujit said, let's get right into this, and we start with double E5 on both sides. Zed and Aris versus Nim and Robin. 8 points here, exactly the same.
Eliminate all enemy vehicles.
We see 4 speed boosts here in use. The red team here going for the desert, whilst Team Blue here is going for the flag. And are gonna get that cap pressure on early. And if we look at how they maneuver as well, they are taking quite the shortcut. Now if you've played tier 10 tournaments before, you know that you will usually play this on the far to the red line, because you don't want to get spotted by anything. But of course both teams use E5s and they know how quick they are, so they can take these shortcuts. Because there's no risk of getting spotted, even if they do enter this desert as well. So it's a good play here. Oh, Adi's here with a good HE onto Robin. And Zed here spotted as well. And we see a similar idea to what Ray did yesterday, protecting on C. They got cap pressure early, so they can more or less sit back and have the pressure be on the enemy team. And let's see how that's gonna work out for them. See some blind shots coming in here. Zed and Adi's here making their way forward. Let's see how close they're gonna get before Nim is gonna spot them here. And he's covering this exact angle here. So Aris should see him first. Gonna come with an HE here, yep. And Nim and Robin here are 1 hit point apart. Funnily enough, they don't know where Robin is precisely, but he must be close. At least I'm assuming that they know that. And Aris is making the way around. They don't know if both are here. Nim only took 1 shot of them, so they could be going for B here. If they wanted to. It's a very risky play, and it seems that blue team here is actually going to be the ones doing it. And they're gonna catch Aris here unprepared on his own. And Zed here needs to react very, very fast. As we can see, the red team here does not use reactive armor. Ooh, unfortunate miss there for Aris. But so far the hit points are looking good here. They need to focus on MM project though. Aris here not helping. Not focus firing. He needs to ignore Nim and just go for MM instead. Focus the same target here with Zed. We see a lot of missed shots here. Nim also bouncing. The gun is damaged. On that 1v1 over there for both sides. Zed here and MM both bouncing as well. And Nim here takes a penetrating hit. Oh, and now Zed here deciding to help out on Nim. Changing the focus fire. Nim here gets another pen. It seems that Aris has found a spot to penetrate. And the focus fire here just working out in favor, and look at how much stuff is broken in this E5 here. Zed picks up the kill and it's just Robin left. Can he get Adis though? No, he misses the shot. Sam stays in the Robin here down to a one shot. Has 2 critically hit modules and he just needs to survive here. But his engine is damaged. If he can get around this corner, this victory is pretty much in his grasp. Can he get the bounce stone? No, he doesn't. And Sam here, Sad VIP, picks up the first victory here of the game. And a very close game here, which could have gone either way throughout most of the game. And what a game that was indeed. Very exciting match. I'm looking forward to how this will continue. We're probably gonna keep seeing E5s for the time being, at least when it comes to this mouse. To this map, excuse me. And Adi's here switching up to a 1-1-3. Not too good of an idea, I would say, especially given that he does not have the speed boost, he does not have the reactive armor, he does not have that turret traverse, but he has frontal mobility or top speed and is somewhat able to keep up with an E5. But here on flat ground, even the E5 is gonna be quicker. And both are gonna meet on C here. And there's a DPM favor here for the red team. Adis here is a very, very crucial player now. And his actions are more or less going to decide this outcome, as he is that one joker in this matchup. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Of course, they need to have Zed here take the first shots. 1-1-3 doesn't have the amount of hit points, even if it is just marginable. Means he can take a hit less on average. They want to focus here on Nim. Robin here very quick to react. Saw Adi's repositioning and repositions instantaneously to counter that. A very patient game. No one wants to make that first bad move and risk the game here. Because at this situation here, it's pretty much the one who struggles first loses, right? Or however the saying goes. I do not know. I'm just rephrasing. And we see this here over and over again. Adi is trying to make a play, but Robin is instantly there to cover on him. And Zed here peeking really far now on this corner. Has to be super careful. But he's slowly making ground worth here. And we could see some HEs coming here from either side. It is not unreasonable. Oh, Robin here, he's slowly getting that angle. And Zed needs to be really, really careful. It's all about who pulls the trigger first. The one who can pull it first is Robin. And depending on his actions and when he shoots, this is gonna be the call for what will happen. Once again, Adis and Robin here. The play on this corner. And it's a very patient game. The one who loses his patience first will not really be good. Oh. Oh, good plays here from the red team. Focus is gonna go on to Robin. Oh, but said he misses the focus. Misses his shot, but the bounce coming in here. Oh, but said is gonna take big HE numbers here. He bounces his shot as well. He needs to penetrate. And so does Aries here. If he bounces, it's gonna be over. Said here now trying to shield. Bounces his shot. He's gonna shield for Zed here. He's gonna take one. And both need to penetrate. Zed pens the shot. And it's just Nim left. Versus 2. Zed here is a one shot. Arias, he needs to take this opportunity. But Nim, he bounces. He fluffs the shot. And Arias here, he just needs to out. Or just trade with Nim here. While Zed stays alive, he takes that shot. To the side here. And Zed here, not able to penetrate, but as long as Arias does. This is fine. And Nim, he's really trying to get that other E5 out of the way. Because he can outplay in 1-1-3 in facehug. Oh, Nim here. He's playing with fire. Zed here now coming from the side. Adi is getting on the other side. And Nim here. Now trapped on both ends. Not able to pen the E5 here with heat. And Zed putting in the final blow here. And this time, yet another victory here for the red team. Going on for 2-0 here. A very strong start for them. As we now move to the next, which is Yamato Harbor. Really good plays here from Arias with that 1-1-3 opening the fight with that initial HE. Because it's a 2v2, it's really all about how well can you communicate, how well can you play with your teammate, and how good are you individually when it comes to penetrating your shots and positioning yourself. And that is especially true for maps like Desert Sands when you play in the city, because there's barely any hold down spots, at least not in this situation we were in right now. So it's about angling, side scraping on buildings, and just where do you aim to be most likely to penetrate. And let's see how quad E5 here is gonna end up on Yamato Harbor. Zed and Aris here up by 2 points. Could finish this off. They are on match point right here. Planning to go for C. Robin and Max need to win here. Of course it does not matter, as both of them are through to the next stage here, the final stage that is happening next week on the 10th of October. But it's just all about the placement here. Zed splitting up a little bit here from Arias, who's gonna get into C. Nim here got outspotted. Sam there not able to put his shot in effectively. And now all of the locations are revealed. Only 2 tanks have been spotted, but the other 2 were in caps. So information here is nothing they lack on either side, but cap pressure here against the red team. What they're doing here now is pretty brilliant. Controlling the boat gives you a lot of opportunities. Now you need to be careful about all the angles, of course, that you need to be covering here. Especially when you play against 2 angles, which the red team here is planning on doing. Probably Arias here, but he's relocating, and Sam from over here, maybe even further. And it seems that both of the E5s are actually going back to their spawn. Robin here could be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't realize this very soon. Sam here is now just waiting for Arius to group up. They're expecting the other spawn. And this could be really huge here. Because no one is covering this angle. There's no way Robin is gonna spot anything here. And even Max, he's gonna be the first one with the treatment. They have yet to realize that they are coming right on their side. Max here, he's gonna get spotted first, and here's Arius. Not pinning his HE. Here comes Zed. Getting that track shot. Robin here has split off. And they are going to focus on that first E5 here. It's now all about focus fire. Pinning your shots. Oh, big HE coming in here from Robin. The E5s here on the red team do not use reactive armor. Ooh. Nim here was able to put out another shot onto Zed. Robin still has his reactive armor. And if you can pick up Zed here, there's still a chance for him to win this here against Arius. If he can just pen his shots and bounce the opposing ones. Both of them just penetrated. It's now all about the face hug. Both of them still penetrating. Arius here has the hit point lead. Oh, both of them bounced. Arius needs to bounce one more time for Robin here to really out damage him. Oh, and he bounces! Can he make it work? He does. But Arius has him on the reload still. Pens his AP. And Robin pen as well. He does. Arius here. He's not a two-shot with heat though. Unless he gets very close to it. But he bounces. And Robin, can he penetrate? No, he bounces as well. The E5's upper plate here. Very trollish. Arius here using that speed boost to reverse back. Get that shot in. But he's gonna pen as well. Can he high roll? Can he high roll? He's looking for the AP pen. He gets it as well. But Robin bounces. Arius, all he needs is an HE penning. All he needs is an HE. Or the lower plate. And we see a finisher here. 3-0. From Arius and Zed. Against Robin and Nim. Really good rotation here. GG. Well played. And let's see what Fujit has to say.
I disagree, but bouncy rubber bullets.
Hello there.
Hello, what a game. It really was a good game.
Yeah, it really was. Zed and Arius there. That last game especially, that rotation, so big. They did not expect it.
They really caught Nim off guard. I mean, he was looking in the opposite direction, and then they managed to track him nicely, circle him, and just take him out. But,
you have to give props though to their comeback.
MM did really well. I mean, MM did well coming around the back there, focusing Saeed, taking Saeed out along with Nim. Nim went down, unfortunately. But then just got a little bit unlucky with the one-on-one with Ares there. He had the advantage. Ares was a one-shot, and he was a two-shot, and then he bounced his shot, unfortunately. And you could see with the marks that they're going for the turret rings on the E5, and it's not an easy shot. Everybody knows it's an easy shot.
Yeah, a lot of shells also went into the guns. If you
you can see the shell marks. Yeah. But do you see how many shell marks there were round by the driver's hatch and the turret ring? It's just loads.
Yep.
I loved it. I thought it was a great game. Really good final. Really good. Well played to the guys.
Yep. I was hoping, of course, for a closer game, but these games in general were close on both ends.
Yes.
Especially with
Emilio is jumped back into FTC now.
The second game that they had on Desert Sands, I think was really especially crucial from Arius in his 1-1-3. And the
yeah.
patience on both sides was just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to, because Aries was out, he went towards the B cap and he was out in the open, and then both the E5s came round.
That was the first game. That was the first game. I'm talking about the second.
No, that's the second game, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
No, it was the second game.
Was it?
Where the E5 was out in the open, and both the E5s of MM and Nim pushed into him, and I thought that he was going to be, he's caught well out in the open, and he's not going to last. But he got away with it, and then I think it was MM went down, and then the 113 came around the side.
Yeah, the 113 was that was the second game. What you mean with the B cap was the first? Because that's when they had double E5.
Hang on a minute. I'm just going to go back.
I just checked the results. First game, double
E5.
E5.
No, the second the second game was, I put the second game out of my mind because I was just hovering above them for like 3 minutes. Yeah, I completely forgot the second game because we were just looking above them for 3 minutes. That was right.
I mean, it's just about patience and who has more steadier nerves, right?
That was a tricky game because, as I was saying when the game was ongoing, it's pretty difficult for anybody to make a move because they're all proximity spotted.
Yep. As you can see, every time Adius tried to make a move, MM was always there to counter.
Absolutely. It was a toughie.
It was a great display of matches. Even though it ended up in a walkover of 3-0, I still think all of these matches were really great and could have gone to anyone.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Of course, both of them are now still in, and that leaves us with our final 4 teams for next week. And I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun.
To just reveal for those who are watching right now what these matches are going to be, we will have the Sea Haters, who won the community yesterday, GC and Ripper, who are going to be facing off against Nim and MM. And then we have Zigaretten, who are Raid OG and S1K, who are gonna be facing off against Zed and Adius. So we could potentially... Wait. Yeah, we could potentially have a full German final.
Wow.
Because both Robin, or MM, and Nim are German, or German speaking. And the same, of course, goes for the Raid boys, so... Of course, could also go the other way. I'm not gonna say I'm biased, I just want to see some interesting games. We're gonna have... we haven't revealed this... Oh. Misclick.
We'll get see some really good stuff.
Slight misclick there. Just accidentally joined a different room. But I guess we can reveal it here at the end of the stream, and I'm gonna make an official announcement later. But we have already... No, we haven't picked the maps yet for the final stage. They will be drawn. But for the final stage, we will have a best of 3 in the both first games. So with the matchups I just talked about. Then we will have a match of 3rd place, which will be best of 5. So the 2 losers. And then for the finals we will have a best of 7, just to really show who's the better team. So a lot of games. Fujit, are you excited?
I am. It's going to be good. I mean, if it carries on like what we've just seen, it's going to be fantastic, to be fair. It is going to be fantastic.
Indeed it will, yes. Wait, no, we have the maps already. Am I stupid? I'm not gonna
see. I can't, mate. I'd love to, but I can't because I'm on PC and I can't play on PC. But then again, it's very difficult for me to play on anything like touch. So,
would you like to know the maps, not knowing where which map is placed in terms of which map is in which game, but just the map names itself that are in the pool? Do you want me to reveal it, Fuji? Alright, so we have the maps for the final stage that have already been drawn apparently, and I'm just dumb.
Ooh.
Falls Creek is one of those maps. Middleburg is another one of those maps. We have as well Winter Malinovka, Oasis Palms again in. We have Port Bay and Castilla, as well as Fort Despair, Vineyards, and the last map, Canyon. These maps are not in order of which they are played in. I will reveal that tomorrow, probably.
Nice.
But yeah. I'm also gonna put out some result screens of how the matches went, and a winner screen again, and the brackets for the finals. So just wait, I'm gonna post them as soon as I'm done with them. Hopefully by the time of tomorrow, maybe 2 days. But
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ty, I can't do it, mate. I don't even know the controls on PC. Seriously, I don't. I have no idea what they are.
That's what you have the settings for.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. I've only actually played one game on PC, and that was on the Asian server about 2 years ago, and that's about it. So no, I can't play on PC. I'd love to tune, but I can't.
Do you want to add anything to these fantastic matches, or does that summarize?
No, I mean they speak for themselves. They were all fantastic matches. They're really, really, really tight. Even though it was 3-0 in the final, it was still tight. It wasn't as if it was a walkover. It could have gone either way at any stage.
Agree on that fully.
I mean, just the games speak for themselves. They were all fantastic, all of them.
Yep, just some great display of gameplay there.
Absolutely.
Especially in communication, and we saw some shielding, not a lot of it. Of course, that's harder to do in 2v2, but a lot of good focus fire and crucial moments that were decided by just judgmental gameplay in terms of how do you react to what your opponent is doing.
Oh, it's tricky. 2v2 is tricky, but it was fantastic to watch.
Yes, indeed. And that's basically gonna sum it up here. It was a great tournament. With a lot of fun, of course.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be back in exactly 1 week on the 10th of October 2020. Again, starting on the normal time, 8 PM CEST. 7 for the British peeps.
And 10 PM for me, who's stuck in Dubai. Woohoo!
But yeah.
Oh dear. Right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Every.
Thank you as well, Fujin.
It's been a great tournament so far. Looking forward to the last part. And until then, bye for now.
Bye bye.